Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Shaking Up the Game with your hosts Haley
and Ari.
You guys,
we are live
from Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
Not quite.
I wish. AOP
in Maple Valley. Our friend from high school,
friends,
two of them actually, have created this studio in Maple Valley. Those who are familiar with the area, it's above Stockton's. They have everything set up. Podcast equipment, video equipment, photography. There is a whole photography wall.
Studio.
Yeah, it's insane. And we are so lucky that we get to record an episode here this week. And
not only an episode, our 50th episode.
Kind of a big deal, actually.
What?
Huge deal.
Huge deal. Most consistent thing we've ever done in our life.
100%. Both together and also individually.
No, both.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever tried to work out for 50 days?
Well, I would look different.
No, we'd be
Wish
crazy.
I would.
These numbers would be off the charts.
No, yeah, wish I would.
That's
wish I would.
Insane.
But
50th episode is coming to you from the AOP studio.
Yes. So they are offering a space that you can come in and use the equipment. And it's awesome because I was previously in the event industry, so there's a lot of creative studios in Seattle and Tacoma as well. But going off of Seattle, it's a little tricky once you go more south and more, suburban and more rural, that it's kind of hard to find a creative studio that you can rent out and use for your needs. I mean, not everyone has the space and luxury to have a whole ass creative studio.
I don't.
Yeah, and so
you don't.
Yeah, nope. So,
but we're just keeping y'all on your toes because this is about
like bump around.
This is like the fourth setup you've seen from us, and this is probably the best.
Easily. Super excited though to be here and that they're letting us do this.
Yeah.
So if you are creative, that even if you just need a photo shoot, branding photos, even new fresh photos for LinkedIn, they have the greatest photo shoot area. Obviously, they have this for recording a podcast. There's a couple other areas in here that you can use. It's awesome. They're great as well. Check out AOP on Instagram. So yeah,
subtle plug, not subtle.
We're in a new environment.
50th episode. We have our glass of wine. We are listening to a live band downstairs at the bar, which is like crazy.
Yeah.
Because if you're from Maple Valley, you know it's Stockton's, and my parents would die because everyone in there is about 80 years old pushing death. So,
which, for those who know, Stockton's now was previously Glorious.
Yes.
So the OGs from Maple Valley will know where we're at.
Okay.
All right.
God bless. Hi, Ari.
Hi.
Love you.
We have a fire episode.
We are going to run through the AFC Championship, the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
Who is now going to the Super Bowl? I'm sorry.
We get a yap about the most unwanted Super
Bowl
matchup.
ever. Like, if you aren't rooting for the team in green, then you can get gone.
Totally.
And
we'll give you reasons to root for them. I have a few that we can provide.
Okay.
If you're conflicted, don't know why you would
conflicted is crazy.
But if you are, we got you.
Okay.
We got you.
Super Bowl, after football, we're going to get into a little NBA.
Yeah.
Where's
Jimmy Butler?
Where is Jimmy Butler?
There's also another NBA player, very well known, very good, that is wanting out of where they're at right now. We'll definitely touch base on that.
Okay.
Slide into WNBA.
An old Seattle Seattle basketball player that's now back, and then a little WNBA because the WNBA.
Oh, they're popping off right now.
They're popping off. How much attention did you want? We're trade here, trade there.
Because I'm sad.
Now I'm interested.
Yeah. Mariners haven't done shit in the offseason, so we don't have much to talk about in that department.
No,
but we're pretty much set for everything else.
Kraken made a few moves today.
Okay.
Seattle Kraken just let go their goalie, Grubar, which is like...
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I didn't even see this.
Today. Which is interesting because, like...
Didn't we just sign him?
Fans were like, get him out of here. Like, I'm not getting my season tickets without him. And now they're like, okay, he's gone. So it's kind of like
Man,
peer
if
pressure
y'all-
works.
If y'all ever switch up on me like that, I'm down bad.
No, literally.
I thought,
Okay.
I thought we were hyped to have him.
No. He's been like
Oh, no.
questionable.
Oh, okay. So
No,
yeah.
they signed like the backup goalie. He's gone in, and then people will like cheer. Like, yeah, no, Bar was it? I mean, he had like a little chant. Don't get me wrong. You know, like if you're at the Kraken game, they like do a little chant for him.
For
Like,
sure.
because we
Okay.
like stick with our own. You know,
Oh,
even
yeah.
if you suck, we with you.
No, honestly, well, yeah.
I mean, like, come on, Seattle Mariners.
hello. Y'all suck, and we've been with you for so effing long, so half to Lulu,
No, that's
half
crazy.
don't have a choice.
You've sucked forever. and
Quick
we're still here.
question.
Oh,
If
okay.
Portland,
Quick answer.
Because Portland has a basketball team.
No.
We don't. Hold on.
Mm.
We have a baseball team. What if they had a baseball team?
Ew,
Would we root for them?
like so awkward. No, I do remember per your question.
Ew.
No, because that's like ew. Like, why does Portland even have a basketball team? I don't know. Because you guys have Nike headquarters. Like, get over yourself.
So they can host the Suns for us to go watch this Saturday.
No, we'll get into that when we get into basketball because Ari and I have some things to say. But remember when we had this silly little quarterback named Russell Wilson in
Oh, yeah, I think
Seattle?
I remember him.
And Sierra were like talking about buying a baseball
Yes.
team in Portland.
Yeah,
Unnecessary. It's a 2.5 hour drive, y'all.
I know.
Like, we don't need one shitty team in Seattle and one shitty team over there. Like,
I was just gonna say because the odds that the Portland team would even be that fire
but
slim.
could you imagine if they popped off and then the Mariners like still suck and the Portland
Oh,
Trail,
I'm-
the Portland
all of a
Trail
sudden-
like runners or whatever you want to call them,
Trail base runners.
the trail hitters.
No. Trail hitters. No, honestly,
Ew,
I'm sliding.
Is it?
I'm rooting.
Wait. Pause. Is it trail because like Pacific Northwest like loves hiking?
Don't tell me that.
I hate that.
I actually don't know.
I don't know either.
Should I ask Siri?
No, don't talk to her.
I knew it was gonna be a no.
Dude, wait. I'm just having an epiphany.
No, it
Like,
can't
because
be.
like trail mix.
and we're a whole bunch of granola.
No, because everyone
out
is
here.
like Pacific Northwest is known as like granola, and we don't fit into that. Which I'm fine. I don't
don't.
want to be in that box. But like, are the Trailblazers like because like trail mix?
Ew. Listen,
I'm embarrassed.
Listen. I'm
Linda.
not a trailblazer. Listen, Linda. I'm not a Trailblazers hater. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I just have zero attachment to the
Okay,
team.
yeah.
They are the same to me. They are the same as any other team in the league. Just
Right.
because they're the closest team to me, I wouldn't necessarily root for them. I would feel a little obligated sometimes because they were on Root Sports.
Well,
Which
yeah,
is
it's
the
the
same
same
channel as the
affiliate.
Mariners.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just to me, it's like we already have our Suns. That's our team, and for me, it's just kind of like I have no.
Well, I think for a lot of people
don't
that are
know.
born and raised in Seattle or Washington in general, like there was previously a basketball team.
Exactly.
So you would think that like maybe if
Maybe
the
that's what it is.
if the Sonics never existed and then you have this Portland Trailblazer team that's
Then maybe.
2.5 hour drive
Yeah.
away, then we would automatically be a fan of them.
Totally.
But because the Sonics existed
Yeah.
and then they were sold, fuck you,
they were
Starbucks.
taken
Sorry.
away.
F you, whatever.
Stripped.
Bleep that out.
Stripped.
They were taken away from us, then I don't feel like you naturally go to like root for the Portland
You
Trailblazers.
know.
I'm sure some people have though.
I'm sure.
But like Ari and I have a tie to a different team, and that's fine. We're gonna keep it like that, and that
Yeah.
team will become our second team once the Sonics are back.
'Cause
So respect.
Like Portland, obviously they don't have a football team.
Ew, can you imagine football being
No.
played in Portland, Oregon?
No.
They'll
I
be
can't.
called the Trail Nets. Like what is happening? I
The
don't know.
Trail Sackers. No, like I'm sorry, but no.
the hiking boots.
Done.
Okay. Before we get on an NBA tangent, we gotta go back to NFL because we are officially winding down. We now have the Super Bowl, which will be played on February 9th, correct? Something like that. So we are in that unique off week.
Yes.
Where this weekend there will be no NFL games because the
It's
Pro Bowl
Pro
is
Bowl.
played, and then all the Super Bowl stuff.
Yeah.
Which will never be as great as when Marshawn Lynch was involved.
Oh, absolutely.
But
I mean, the Pro Bowl now, I think, even as players, it's kind of a joke.
No, the Pro Bowl would ever...
It's a great accolade to have to say that you were nominated as a Pro Bowler. That's basically saying you're the best of the best in that position in the entire league. You want to be voted as a Pro Bowler, I think, pretty much to say that you were a Pro Bowler, because
not the activities that matter.
Actually doing the Pro Bowl is like, I mean, it's flag football now, right?
It's flag football. You were there for the shits and gigs.
Yeah.
Like, we're not like participating.
I think I mean, I guess it's okay because it's at the end of the season. So my problem lately with sports is that we're all buddy. No.
I want to
like
fight.
We talked about before the national championship when they had Ryan Day and Marcus Freeman, the coaches
hated that
Ohio State and
Notre Dame,
in the same room being interviewed by the same guy at the same time. And I'm like, I don't like that. I want separate interviews.
No, we're fighting.
I want you talking shit about the other team. I want you guys having beef. I want to be in the beef. I want to have. I want there to feel like there's some real stake in this. Not just like a hee-hee, this is a little scrimmage. No.
Yeah.
I want the beef. I want the So that's my problem with, like, you know, the Pro Bowl and shit. You know?
Well, the Pro Bowl is a hangout.
Totally. And I'm like, oh, wait, so y'all were beefing
during the season?
We ache in the backfield, but now we're friends?
I think that we've talked about this, and it will continue to get worse because of, like, the NIL in college sports
and social media too,
and like social media, like everyone's like friends, like we don't really care, like we're not that competitive anymore. We like making money, like, you know, if you win the Super Bowl, if I win the Super Bowl, we still made like $5 million.
We still got our bonus to appearing in the Super Bowl.
Right. Okay, so let's get into starting with the AFC Championship. This past weekend was the Kansas City Chiefs versus your Washington.
No, the Bills.
Oh yeah.
No, let's start with NFC.
Okay. Yeah,
let's start with NFC.
I'm in that vibe.
Yeah, I think the Philadelphia Eagles
versus your Washington Commanders. Because we were full on, took a seat, bought a ticket. We were in the Washington Commanders bandwagon. Like, we
100%.
We were in first class.
No, we were conducting the train. We were conducting the train.
Okay,
but we had reasons. Okay, Washington State, close enough. Bobby Wagner.
Bish posh.
Bobby Wagner now plays for the Commanders.
And Bobby Wagner doesn't even know really what state he's in.
No.
Like, Bobby's only playing for a Washington team. Like, bro still opened up a Crumble Cookies in Renton, Washington.
100%.
Like 2 months ago.
I think he did. He played safe.
Yeah.
Unlike Richard Sherman going to the 49ers at
Diabolical.
That was insane. Diabolical, exactly. But, like, he played safe and just went to the other Washington. So, at the end of the day, he can still say that he always played for Washington. And, like, I don't know. Okay, and I'm sorry, but there will be no Bobby Wagner slander at any point in my entire lifetime, your lifetime, anyone's lifetime.
No, if you slander
we love
that
Bobby
man,
Wags.
you can't be trusted.
He's one of the best linebackers.
Have you ever looked at him?
Also one of the best linebackers.
No, have you ever
but
looked
also
at him?
really easy on the eyes. Like, really easy
okay,
on the eyes.
One of the best linebackers to look at.
Anywho's, he's with the Commanders. I have a Wazoo connection. Frankie Louvu, go Cougs, in Washington. Jaden Daniels, your fantasy quarterback.
My fantasy quarterback. Your fantasy quarterback.
And I remember telling you, draft him.
Dude, solid.
Love him. Rookie quarterback. We're going to root for you. You're fine.
Always. We love an underdog.
So we've had a lot of connections to Kevin Durant, our Phoenix Suns.
My boyfriend.
Her boyfriend is a Washington Commanders fan. So we have a lot of connections with Commanders. So we're not
unproblematic. I love their controversy. I love that, like, their stadium is like has poop leaking out of the ceiling. I love the turnaround.
I do too.
Like, you all were a hot mess last year. People in this exact week were like sitting here talking mad shit about the Washington Commanders, and now a year later, they damn near made the Super Bowl.
They literally made the championship game for the first time in, I don't know, 33 years or something crazy.
Right.
I just want, I mean, obviously we know the outcome. The Eagles won. Mm-hmm. It was kind of a blowout. I think it was 55 to 30 something.
Yeah. Not as close as we would love.
It was definitely a blowout. But
55-23.
55-23 total score. I just personally, as a Commanders fan, if I were a legit Commanders fan, as a 2024/2025 Commanders fan, I'm not mad about the outcome. I mean, you literally were 4-13 last year. You have a rookie quarterback. The future is bright. You made the championship game, and what do you have to freaking complain about?
Period. You made the championship game. NFC, tough conference.
Not easy at all.
You made the championship game with a rookie quarterback, Jaden Daniels.
And I'm not going to say anything to put it out in the air, but we really hope that Jaden Daniels does have continuous success in the NFL. I think he's super fun to watch. His composure during games is absolutely insane to me.
It's like the calmest rookie quarterback I've ever seen.
You're a rookie quarterback. Playing in NFL stadiums all over, and you're just like chill on the sideline.
What's that?
You don't look stressed. You don't look...
No, he looks less stressed than like a lot of veteran quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Did we out his thing that was mentioned?
What?
That like he wakes up.
Okay, so I'm upset that they...
But they outed him. So Jaden Daniels, it was reported. I'm like, why we gotta ruin his vibe?
Yeah,
like,
let's not report this.
You know, like you don't gotta ruin what I do in my mornings.
Yeah.
Like to be great.
Yeah, we don't need to report everything.
Like don't report that.
Half of y'all don't report shit for your taxes, so come on. Why are we reporting that?
So Jaden Daniels apparently wakes up at like 4 a.m. every day, and he does like virtual reality of these NFL games. So he's like a rookie, but he like uses the video games to like put himself in these situations, which may contribute to why he is so calm in the pressure cooker moments.
Right. Like his, and what we mean by calm is like his decision making.
Right.
When he is being blitzed and when he's trying to like make these insane plays that need to be done.
I even think like his whole demeanor, like like you said, like on the sidelines, he's not like stressed out head in the
and he doesn't get mad. Like if I was gonna say if he throws an interception, but he rarely throws interceptions. Knock on wood. But like,
well, he's done playing. He's on vacation. So,
but like it's just even if they do a 3 or 4 and out or
no, he's a vibe.
Something doesn't go well for the Commanders. He still does not look phased on the sideline. He's just like, okay, well, on to the next. Like, give me the goddamn ball.
So the Commanders are looking bright for the future. So if you're looking for a team to root for, I'd sway over there. But Washington D.C. seems like a controversial place. It just seems
they play in Maryland.
Oh, did we confirm that?
I doubled down on that.
Oh, double down. Okay.
I did double down on that.
Okay, because
they play in Jaden Daniels,
and
the other little guys on the team play in Maryland.
Okay, so
but we also need to mention because Dan Snyder, as we've said before, was the owner. He was essentially forced to sell the team last year
because it sucked.
It was just a shithole for years and years and years.
Atrocious.
So at some point, that's got to end. So they potentially end up firing him. He did not want to give up the keys either. Like they were just like essentially pulling them out of him, and it was like, okay, fine. So naturally, everyone's like, "How's he doing? How is he doing?" Like knowing that they were absolute trash forever, and then they make a championship.
Right. Like, is it you or them?
And so they were like, "How's Dan Snyder doing?" And it has confirmed that a source close to him was like, "He is absolutely hating this. He is hating it."
Well,
and I'm like,
be a better general manager.
Facts. Which also, then moving on to the other NFC team that they played, the Philadelphia Eagles, Saquon Barkley once again.
So what's crazy
is work.
I want you to. Yeah, I want to go there because we sit here and talk for 5 minutes about Jaden Daniels on the team that lost the NFC Championship. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that silly little team that won.
I know, is that wrong?
It is wrong. But it's right.
But I don't know. I'm okay doing it.
When I think about the Philadelphia Eagles right now, like the only thing that comes to my mind is Saquon Barkley.
Totally.
Like I'm not thinking about, oh my God, Jalen Hurts, the quarterback for the Eagles, like had a phenomenal game. Like I am not even thinking about that. I'm thinking Saquon Barkley running back, New York Giants. You are I don't even know what I want to call you for giving him up.
Well, so obviously this, if anyone has social media these days, you have probably seen the clip from HBO's show Hard Knocks, and they had the Giants on last preseason.
Right.
So springtime. And that, I don't know if, I mean, this is just so storybook, but the fact that they caught these conversations on camera as they were about to sell Saquon and trade him to the Eagles. The Giants and the Eagles are in the same division.
Right.
They are quote unquote road rivalries.
Which is like a sin for him to go to like.
It's like Richard Sherman to the 49ers. It's like you just
and we were pissed. We were pissed.
Do that. Yeah. And also, which I didn't realize, but I mean, it makes sense. Like, you know, the Eagles are a lot of Philly, but as New Jersey as well.
Right.
And so the Giants are obviously New York, and so that's a road rivalry. So it's like right down the road. And Mr. Mara, the GM or owner of the Giants, literally said on camera, "I will not sleep if Saquon goes to the Philadelphia Eagles." Has anyone checked on that man? Has he slept at all? Because he's in the Super Bowl now.
No, what's so crazy is because, like, in that show, yeah, he has, like, people close to him being like, don't do it.
Yeah. I mean, they were literally saying, like, he's the most famous player that we have. We got to be stupid.
But Saquon was also pretty vocal with if he was leaving New York Giants, that he was going to go somewhere where he could win. Like,
a contender.
He's already wasted a lot of his career in New York. He was very loyal to them.
Right.
And how far can you get with Daniel Jones? Which, not far, because y'all dropped him, which is insane. Obviously. That's still the most insane thing to happen in the NFL this year.
Validated what we've all said.
You're trash.
Yeah.
You are trash.
They paid him way too much money.
But, like, not even paid him, and then you literally just drop him. You send him on the street, and you get zero things for him. It's insane.
Yeah.
So, anyways, long story short, Saquon has played enough in his career where he was loyal to this team. And he's like, I don't even care about the fact that I go to, like, a rival of New York. Like, I'm going to go to a team that is a Super Bowl contender.
And also... Okay, I mean, I don't know because we're not in that division specifically, but I think of it as, like, the Giants are, and I'm sorry, no disrespect to the Arizona Cardinals, but, like, to me, it's like the Giants have never been contending since Eli Manning kind of thing, you know?
No, they haven't.
So, like,
who are the Giants?
For him to go to the Eagles, is it really that big?
No.
Of a divisional
hop. Yeah, exactly.
You know
for us, like, it could be like he would go to the Rams, he would go to the Cardinals, he would go to the 49ers, and we would be like, like, but don't like any of them.
If they go to the Cards, I'm least mad about the Cardinals.
Well, right, but, like, even if he would have gone to something as close to us like the 49ers, we wouldn't have been like,
no.
It's not like legitimately the end of the world, because if you are a fan of football and you see him go to the Philadelphia Eagles, who have been in the Super Bowl in the last couple of years,
literally
you know why he's going to the Eagles. Yeah. Like, you can't be a Giants fan and be like, oh my God, how dare he go to our rival when our rival is a Super Bowl contending team.
I also think that's a huge thing, and this is all just what I've gathered from, like, social media and stuff. I don't know a single Giants fan personally. But I get the vibe that they are all very supportive of him.
Yeah.
Because I think that they do realize that he is probably he is one of the best running backs.
Right.
That we've seen.
I agree.
I
haven't seen slander necessarily. I think they
it
do.
Just sucks. That just
I think it sucks, but I do think they realize, like, he put in all the time and the effort into that organization until it was time to go.
And I think that at that point, as a fan, like, you're just really, really mad at the organization. Like, same with the Mariners with us. It's like, we don't get mad at the players. It's like we
no, they come and they go.
We statistically had the best lineup with Cano and Cruz and all them years ago, and it's like we didn't win anything. And it's like I wasn't even mad at the players. I'm mad at the organization.
Rest in peace, because that was the best team, and it was the most fun for Ari and I. So.
Yeah, that was fun. Okay, my thing though is the Jalen Hurts slander. What's up with that?
I don't understand necessarily.
How do you feel as Jalen Hurts as a QB?
I'm fine.
I agree.
Like, I'm fine. Like, I'm not like Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback of all time, but I'm not like, Jalen Hurts has you in the Super Bowl for the third time in 3 years?
Okay, so my thing is, like, he's doing what they're asking him to do.
I think that people, where the slander comes from, just in the general public,
right,
where slander comes from Jalen Hurts is because he's quiet.
I think so too.
And he's also not, like, he's not public. He's not in the media. He's not bringing his singing girlfriend to the games. Like, and so people just want, like, they're like, oh my God, this Super Bowl quarterback, but I don't know anything about him.
Right.
Versus,
like
a
not
Patrick
showing a lot
Mahomes.
of personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we hate him.
Also, too, because, which I didn't think about this until I heard this a couple days ago, is that apparently a lot of people still hold on to him as an Alabama quarterback when he was benched.
Right.
And then Tua played and took him to the championship and won that.
Uh-huh.
And so I think apparently a lot of people still hold on to that with Jalen Hurts, is that he was benched in college.
Okay.
Tua was the winner in that whole Alabama quarterback room.
Yeah.
And they still hold on to that. For me, I think that Jalen Hurts, when it comes down to it, and there's moments that he needs to make a pass to get the first down, he does it. He makes the pass. He's not throwing 400 yards a game. He doesn't need to.
That's what I mean.
He does not need to. I think that he is doing what he is being asked of, is to facilitate the game. And when it comes down to it, if you need to make a decision or a call or a play to keep the game and keep your team going downfield, he does it.
Yeah.
He's not throwing the absolute dipshit of balls to the fucking stands all the time.
Solid.
Like, he's throwing it to his receivers when needed be, but it's like when you have Saquon who's running up 3 touchdowns a game and Jalen Hurts can rush into a touchdown, it's like, well,
I'm just doubling down on like, it's just the public perception. It's the media doesn't have a lot of access to Jalen Hurts. They don't have a lot of access to his life. So automatically that means some controversy. Like, if you really want to compare it to like him and Tua, like, great. Yeah. Tua's with Miami, and Miami hasn't won a playoff game since like
I don't even know
the World Towers were still up.
Yep.
So
the World Trade Center was literally still up
standing.
And yeah.
And like, we're like past that. So like,
I know.
You don't, because I think people get hung up on like, you have to be this like Patrick Mahomes or like
Tom Brady,
and he doesn't have to be. Like, Jalen Hurts is good enough, and he has a good enough team around him. Like,
and he can facilitate the game.
He obviously works well with their offense structure in Philadelphia. Like, everything is just clicking.
Yeah.
And doesn't work a lot of other places, but like, so be it.
Yeah. And I think no one's putting Jalen Hurts as a top 5 QB. No one is doing that. And I think it's the same as like the Brock Purdy situation. Like, everyone was like, he's just a system quarterback. He just facilitates the game. And it's like, well, if you have all of this other talent on the team, you don't need to ask for X, Y, and Z.
You don't need God at quarterback.
Exactly. You don't need that. And lucky, and sorry for San Francisco, y'all should have won while you're paying your rookie-ass dimes and nickels for Brock Purdy. Now you got to pay him, and then that's a different story.
And that's, like, awkward.
Yeah, that's a different story.
We're not paying Brock Purdy.
Imagine being like, oh, yeah, now we got to pay Brock Purdy. Imagine.
Okay.
But wait, before we move on from NFC, we do have to talk about Frankie Louvu.
I'm scared.
Jumping over.
Oh, yeah, he's a menace.
But that call from the ref.
Oh, to like redo it?
Yes. So basically, they were about to do the tush push in the end zone.
Philadelphia
was about to tush push in the end zone. Mm-hmm. And Washington at this point is like, let's just try all the blows and whistles to stop this.
Right.
So Frankie Louvu, linebacker.
For Washington Commanders.
For the Commanders. Jumps over the line. Like, he is like flying across. And at first we're watching, I'm like, what's he doing? Oh
no, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Of course, but so they get a penalty, but like, you can't go any yards because they're at like the 1 yard line. Like, you can't go any yards. So the refs are like, offsides. Then he does it again. And this was like the longest, like,
this man was grinding.
No, ruthless. He did it like, what, 3 times? And then finally the ref comes out and is like, if this happens one more time, we can just reward the Philadelphia Eagles with the 6 points.
Right.
Never in my life, your life,
We've lived the same life.
Have we ever heard that was basically mom driving to be like, if y'all don't shut up back there, I'm about to turn this car around. Like, enough with the fall roll.
You know what? He was, like, putting it all out there, though.
I was hysterical. That was funny. But also, don't let the Chiefs hear about that rule.
No. Okay.
Don't let the Chiefs hear about that rule.
So, Philadelphia Eagles to the Super Bowl.
Yes. So, the Eagles will be in the Super Bowl. Again.
So, get your Eagles gear on. Because moving on to the AFC.
Fly, Eagles fly.
Did we confirm the chant? Because we said it wrong apparently last week.
I did not study.
Okay,
but
me neither. I didn't look it up.
But
moving on to the AFC Championship, the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills, and Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Come on,
they let down the entire country of America.
The whole country is upset with you. Like, now we gotta watch Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl again, and unfortunately, even bigger than that, we got to see Taylor Swift again.
Oh
and
my fucking God.
Okay, can we just start with that? Because we're gonna get that out of the way.
Her
really
outfit
quick.
better be better.
We're gonna get this Taylor Swift shit out of the way.
Slander. I'm calling it slander because that's what it is. Because I'm slandering.
Okay,
her.
first of all, let me just get one thing clear here, because you're watching the AFC Championship. As you know, every time they play and she's there, we see her in her suite about 7 to 8, 9, 10,
I'm like
10, 11, 12
irritated
times.
just thinking about it all over again.
I also laugh because we were messaging that, like, Patrick Mahomes will, like, score a rushing touchdown and they show her. I'm like, that's not even her man.
Travis Kelce didn't score, so why are we panning up to the booth and showing?
They all have famous-ass girlfriends. And I get that we were in a hard place last year when she's at the height of the Eras Tour. Yeah. And, like, now she's at, like, in between concerts, she's at the Chiefs game, right? It's like, oh, my God. The Eras Tour is now over.
It's over.
So
done.
I am now starting to, like, it's giving me, like, no one's talking about her. So you guys showing me her in the stands, like, first of all, we're not Swifties. But second of all, if you are a Swiftie, like, it just doesn't seem to be hitting the same. Like,
no.
The public is not just, like, casually talking about her. So, like, you randomly showing her instead of the, like, other 53 wives and girlfriends, it's just not, like, hitting for me.
100%. And, okay, so, like, Josh Allen is literally engaged to Haley Steinfeld. I have
famous actress.
Once
never shown her.
Seen Haley Steinfeld.
No.
Shown on my TV.
I would love to see her.
I would love to see her. And also, I would love to just see random Chiefs fans that are
That's what I mean.
Like, fans from...
I don't even need to see girlfriends at this point. And I find it hilarious because y'all are on Brittany Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes' wife, and he scores and you still don't show her. So it's, like, funny.
Everyone's like, oh, well, she just had a baby or and I'm like...
She's there.
They never showed her even before Taylor Swift.
They didn't.
So don't hit me with that. Don't hit me with that because they're not showing... Like, there's so many other famous WAGs. There's literally how many WAG shows? There's so many famous wives and girlfriends of professional football players, and you're just shoving Taylor Swift down my throat. I don't want her down my throat. I don't care. And also, while I'm at it, after the game at the AFC Championship, the Chiefs win. And they're showing them walking down the field, and Taylor Swift's like, going like this, waving at people and going little like meet and greets like with fans. Right. And I'm just so confused because I'm like, wait, the bitch doesn't play for the Chiefs though. No. She didn't take a single snap.
And let's get this clear.
She didn't take a single snap.
One, her outfit was atrocious.
I haven't even started on that yet.
Because the girl was wearing so much Louis Vuitton, she looked like a walking advertisement.
Bro, it was tacky.
But she's a billionaire.
It was tacky.
It looked as though she was given instructions of what to wear to, like, advertise them. I'm like, girl, you are a billionaire. No one's doing that for you.
100%.
Wear some custom shit without logos on it.
This is why I'm confused.
Like, this isn't adding up to me.
Exactly. You are a billionaire. You don't need to be wearing logos from legit head to toe.
Head to
beanie
to hands.
Sweater, gloves, purse.
No.
Boots. I mean, the whole fucking getup was Louis V. And I'm like,
it was
you're
embarrassing.
A bro.
It was
That's
embarrassing.
Tacky.
It's so
and
tacky.
Also, first of all, burgundy tights, buy. Get burned. Hate those. Second of all, nothing Chiefs.
Get burnt. I know.
Nothing Chiefs.
Let's stop trying to be the cute outfits where you aren't wearing, like, the team name. Like, let's stop that whole thing.
She is a billionaire. She could have had the most fire custom Chiefs fit. I mean, I be seeing Amon-Ra St. Brown's girlfriend.
Oh, Christian
not even a
Juszczyk
wife.
be making
Like,
every player's wife shit.
So many girls in the wives and girlfriends of the league.
Right.
That I'm like, oh, their outfits are slain.
Yeah.
Absolutely slain.
Yeah.
And and then you walk down their little tunnel with some burgundy tights and little heeled snow boots, whatever the fuck those were, and a whole Louis V getup with the bangs under the beanie.
Okay, so Ari and I think we've nailed the problem here. When you're looking at her, it's because she wears her bangs down with a beanie.
The swoop.
If you're gonna wear a beanie, then let's just like throw those bangs up to the back of our heads and let's just put them away.
The point of
let's
the beanie.
save them for a rainy day. Let's put them away.
Let's away.
Cut them off. Let's like fucking exit them. Like put them away.
Put them away for one day. I'm tired of the bangs. Put them away for one day.
Hate the bangs
for one day. And the fact that too, also they're not just like these kind of bangs.
No,
they're the
swoopity
whoopity bangs.
The swoop doop.
Swoopity whoopity bangs. And I am so sick of it. And also, okay, one last thing.
No, I had one last thing.
We'll give you for
Is this
hours.
the same thing?
Red lipstick?
No. Well, get over the red lipstick. No.
Ugh.
She needs to retire the red lipstick, but my final thought was, we're not even going to get into it, but they had her mic'd up, like, at the podium where the celebration was when they won, and she's, like, hugging on Brittany Mahomes, and she's like, I was just, like, so stressed out for the last 2 weeks. I didn't know what to do. I'm like, they were in the Super Bowl the last 2 years. What do you mean? And you were actually, like, there last year, so why are we stressed out?
Lots of things to unpack.
Dude, she's just, she doesn't, I don't think she has a good, like, social personality. It doesn't add up to me.
I don't think so either. And the thing is I think that, like, one-on-one or, like, with her people, I think she's probably a very genuine, cool person. But, like, the way that I think that's, like, just.
Like, there's got to be something about her, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think she's, like, a good person. But just the way that she moves and just like her vibe, like we would never be friends.
Oh, I would never hang out with her.
No, like I'm clawing my eyes out because why are we singing about rainbows and unicorns and
our
butterflies?
Our fifth breakup.
Yeah, I just
is it you?
It's just not my vibe. But I'm not gonna like rip on her as a human being. I think she's good, like politics wise. I think we need people like that.
Oh yeah.
And like like using her platform for good things like that. But when it comes down to, like, me genuinely being like, would I hang out with her? Absolutely the fuck not, unless I'm getting paid a lot of money. And I just, you know what?
Okay, what?
Her and Travis, it's a publicity stunt.
Facts. If you look at Travis Kelce's last two girlfriends, shout out Kayla Nicole and Maya Benberry, respect. Please tell me how you're dating Taylor Swift, because the math is just not mathing for me.
And that's cool if you have like a whole bunch of different styles, or if you don't have a type.
Okay, we have to move on from Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And get into the Buffalo Bills letting down America and losing to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes. 32-29 final score was the Chiefs. Shocking. More controversial calls. Does it ever end? The Chiefs are being the Chiefs and the refs are being the refs. Like, another very evident and very obvious fourth down conversion that Josh Allen converted. You can literally see the ball past the line. The line judge and the down judge were
like, nah,
not on the same page. And the one who can't see the ball is the one who got the final call and said, nope, didn't get it. So that makes a lot of sense. My problem with all of these controversial calls with this shit is, like, we have self-driving cars.
Okay, no. I was going to go the same. I was going to go the same direction as you. Have you ever watched a tennis match?
Yes. There's like
camera that will show you where the ball lands to make sure the ball isn't out of bounds.
Apparently,
but we can't.
Apparently, the XFL or the CFL, I can't remember which one. They have there is trackers in the NFL
so they
games.
Want
but in the XFL or CFL, they do have trackers in their footballs.
So they
So there's
want the NFL to be rigged.
Yes. So like there's capability.
Okay. So we're just like not doing it.
Correct. And
Okay.
that's what's absolutely infuriating.
That would make more sense to me though.
Like it was so evident that the Bills literally converted.
So he got a couple of calls.
Yeah. Got a couple calls.
Okay.
And the Chiefs win.
Please tell me, everyone that follows Shaking Up the Game, that you've seen the video of Patrick Mahomes making out with the ref, because it is just too good.
No, I literally was like, is this AI or is this real? Because it's hard to tell. I'm so over it.
No, I'm so over it. Like, I don't even want to talk about it, to be honest. Like,
I'm so over it. We've talked about it forever. And the thing is that I think the unfortunate thing about all of it is that Patrick Mahomes is
insane.
An insane quarterback.
Right.
And what he's doing is something we've never seen. We've had Tom Brady, but Patrick Mahomes has started 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he has quite literally done nothing less than the AFC Championship. He has been in the AFC Championship and or the Super Bowl every single season. That is remarkable.
I was going to say, like, the thing that I think gets misconstrued because of, like, the Chiefs hate, but it's, like, a Chiefs, like, jealousy, to be honest. And there's a little bit mix of, like, do they get a benefit from the refs or not? Like, there is that component, which I don't really know why or where that came from. But at the end of the day, we will probably look back at this and be like, we witnessed like an insane dynasty.
So like similar to how we feel now about the Patriots.
Yeah.
Because
what the Chiefs are doing to like be going for a three-peat, which would be the first in history, like is insane. But it's getting overshadowed by the fact of like, do they get like this call and do they get this call? And I don't really know where that started.
Yeah.
But are we gonna be like, God, we should have just like?
Well, that's how we feel with the Patriots. But okay, here's my thing, and because I've really thought about what is the difference between when we hated the Patriots so much because they were just always winning, versus
they were cheating.
The Chiefs now.
Okay. And
it's not the fact that they're winning; it's how they're winning.
Okay.
That's what we're upset about.
Yeah.
We're not mad that they're winning because genuinely, I think if there's one thing that we learned from looking back at the Patriots dynasty and Tom Brady, like at the time we were just like eye rolling, but it was like, they're so good.
Right.
Like they're good. They're doing everything right. Bill Belichick, best NFL head coach in history.
Right.
Tom Brady, the best quarterback in history. You have Gronk. The team and the coaching that they had for years and years and years. It was annoying because it was like, how do you stop them?
But
Unless if you're Eli Manning.
But the whole point is now that like we should be having the same conversations about Andy Reid, coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, that we are having. But we don't
because of the controversial calls, and the refs. And I'm sorry, but like, I would say that's annoying. But then the second that I see Patrick Mahomes flopping and falling into that referee bullcrap is where I draw the line and I say, okay, so you're aware that you get calls, and now you guys are playing the game to get those calls, and that's where I lose respect.
And I think that's where a lot of fans are like, eh.
Yeah, it's just not the same.
There is like some like 78% of like NFL fans think that there's some sort of like rigging going on with the NFL.
Did you see Gene, what's his last name? I always want to say statutory, but it's
I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That head NFL rules guy.
Analyst, yeah.
He had come out and said that there's no rigging in the NFL, like there's no like bias with the Chiefs calls. And I'm like, as if he's gonna come out and say,
like,
yep,
yes,
it's all rigged.
Let me just drop a bomb right now that this whole thing is rigged.
I'm sure that he would admit that. Like,
right.
It'd be so for real. Why don't even waste my time with that.
Bills have like the biggest curse or something put on their team as to why they can't make the Super Bowl.
They even in the 90s, I think it was 90s or 80s. They went to the Super Bowl like 3 or 4 years in a row.
Okay.
Didn't win a single one.
Yeah, there's some curse. But shout out to Josh Allen for a hell of a season. There's just always, like, the Bills had beat the Chiefs once this year. They couldn't do it a second time. That's always, like, a concern. Like, if I'm looking at someone going to that game, I'm stressed for the Bills because to beat them twice is
damn near impossible.
Damn near impossible, and it isn't impossible. So
Commanders beat the Eagles earlier in the season.
I know. It's that second game where I'm like, eh. So,
yeah.
The Chiefs are headed to the Super Bowl.
Tired of seeing sad Josh Allen at the end of the season. I am
He's so cute
tired
too.
And I'm so sad.
I know.
I'm just he doesn't deserve it.
I know. So, Ari, Super Bowl predictions.
Super Bowl that nobody wanted.
Super Bowl that no one wanted. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Who are you taking?
I'm taking the Eagles, and I know you're not supposed to bet against Patrick Mahomes, but literally fuck them.
Okay.
If they win,
fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
We don't know if that's a chant, but it's our chant now.
So, 2 years ago,
okay,
Chiefs and Eagles,
yep.
Super Bowl matchup.
Yep.
Well, here we are again. So if you want to just rewatch that,
go back to the last one and then watch it.
Yeah, and then just fuck this one. But they...
Did you guys cut it off? Are you guys done? No, it hasn't been an hour, has it?
I thought I heard you guys say I'm so sorry.
Oh.
We thought you were out of that. That's our bad. Sorry.
No, but I did have to go to Stockton's to go to the bathroom. Did you see me?
We have a bathroom.
It's locked.
It's right here. We have our own bathroom. We're the only ones with our own bathroom.
I only took a 3-minute break, but you will have to get that.
I did make a note at 7:03 time. I don't know what that means there.
Haley ran to the bathroom.
She went to the bathroom.
Well, I opened the door out there, and there's a bathroom to the left, but it was locked.
Yeah, but we're the only office with our own bathroom.
Lit.
Yeah. We're the biggest office, and it comes with perks.
No, I ran down to Stockton. I was listening to the band, and then I ran into the bathroom, and I came out. Yeah.
We were vibing. Okay, finish your episode and then call for us.
Okay.
Okay.
Dead.
Okay, bye. I love how they get that no one wants to listen. No one wants an audience for their podcast. But yet, like, people listen to it. Okay, so you're taking the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, so what I was saying, 2 years ago we had the Eagles and the Chiefs, and at the end of that game it was tied. There was a controversial call once again. Oh my God. They called a holding on the Eagles defense.
I just remember Patrick Mahomes going on, like, this run that just kind of, like, ended the game.
Yes, and, well, I don't know if that was before or after the Eagles got a holding call, but the ball was uncatchable.
Okay.
So that was the controversy, is that why are we, throwing the holding flag if the ball was uncatchable? I mean, it was very obviously not catchable. So that would make the penalty absolutely non-existent.
Right.
However, it was existent, and then the Chiefs go on and win the fucking Super Bowl. I think that it's the Eagles' revenge tour.
Yeah, it's giving revenge tour.
I think that
Saquon.
Yes. Oh, God. Mr. Mara, man, that man is not... He said, I'm going to never sleep again if he goes to Philadelphia. You didn't mention about going to the Super Bowl.
And the Super Bowl will be played on Saquon Barkley's birthday.
And Cooper DeJean, which is one of their defensive players.
Him.
So, 2 Eagles players.
Birthdays.
Okay, so we have a couple reasons. If you're conflicted, God forbid, I don't know why you would be. But if you are, we're giving you some reasons to root for the Birds. Number 1.
Yes.
Saquon Barkley and Cooper DeJean's birthday is on Super Bowl.
It seems like destiny.
That's a birthday present.
Yeah.
That's a birthday present. Also, we're birds. The Seahawks are birds.
It's just like in the bird family.
The Eagles are birds.
Yeah.
The NFC.
Facts. We want to prove how, like, good the NFC is.
We're the NFC. Also, Jalen Hurts.
Fine as hell. And Jalen Hurts has a full female team
Yes.
agent, team,
Yep.
everyone that works for Jalen Hurts are females. He's like women empowerment,
Yep. He has
all diverse like
Yes.
office.
He has a black fiance now, which Black Love we fully support. I think
Yep.
that needs to be showcased more in the NFL.
See, that's what I'm saying. Just because he's not controversial and in the media, he doesn't get shown,
Then-
but he's doing his
exactly.
own thing.
As also the O-line, I mean, Jason Kelsey is obviously not part of the team anymore as he is retired, but you've got Landon Dickerson and all them. You've got a number of iconic. They do their Christmas album.
You don't need to like give the people that many things. Like
they do their Christmas album every year.
We're going for the Eagles.
They sing Christmas music
they're
every
cute.
year. And guess what they do with all the proceeds of that Christmas album?
Charity.
They give it to the kids in Philadelphia for Christmas. I just can't. And what are the Chiefs doing? Street racing and DUIs and they're all criminals.
It's insane.
Anyways, fly Eagles, fly. Go
Okay,
Eagles.
are you excited for Kendrick Lamar at halftime?
I mean, I guess.
Okay. No, it should have been Lil Wayne. We all know.
Yeah. I'm really mad. Also,
Okay.
did you see Lil Wayne's dropping
Yes.
new album this year?
Yes.
Part of 5.
I'm excited for you.
Light flicker. But
February 9th,
wait,
Super
is
Bowl.
Kendrick bringing out SZA?
Yeah.
I think so. Has it been confirmed?
Bored. Boring.
Whoever saw the comment where SZA makes side piece music.
Like it's boring. Like I
Please,
mean,
that
if you're telling me
That's
if
so
Kendrick
side
and
piece
SZA
music.
would be as exciting as Lil Wayne, like you're not winning that conversation with me. Anyways, February
100%.
9th, tune in this weekend. There will be a break from football with Pro Bowl, but you could watch that. Obviously, they're just like dicking around and playing flag football, but it's fine. And follow it up the next weekend with Lee Super Bowl. Let's get into some NBA. Ari and I are wondering, for the fans here, following up on our Portland Trail Blazers conversation, what does 2 female podcasters have to do to get 2 tickets to the Portland Trail Blazers game?
Wondering.
No, what is going to happen here is when Ari and I pop off, and this goes crazy because we're recording now at AOP Studio, y'all are going to be disappointed, and you're going to come to us for tickets. I'm going to be like, remember all of y'all that didn't...
Oh, I'm taking notes.
I'm taking notes on
I have
who
a
doesn't want to
running
help
list.
us get 2 measly little tickets to the
measly old
little tickets.
And
I'm
if
not
you're
asking for my
asking-
group of 10.
No, and if you're asking why, we'll just get them off Game Time. Because Game Time charges like
See,
Game Time, Ticketmaster,
yes.
Geek Seat, whatever, Nerd Seat, whatever the hell it is.
No.
All of those
Tick
craps.
pick, dick pick. No, I can't
Where
keep
the
up.
fuck you get your tickets? They charge the ticket price plus
50% basically.
100.
Which is crazy because
And
between
fees.
you and I, if Ari and I go and buy 2 $100 tickets, we're both paying another $100 in fees. So we might as well buy a third ticket to put our purses because like this is insane. So anyways, we're going to Portland this weekend to watch our Phoenix Suns
Yes.
play the Portland Trail Mix. I'm gonna call them that for now.
The trail mix from here
No,
on
the
out.
Trail Mix. Like, why have we not called them that?
What trails are we blazing?
Anyways, the Phoenix Suns, we were hoping by February 1st would have finalized a deal that would bring good old Jimmy Butler from the Miami Heat
Yeah.
to Phoenix Suns. And Ari, I will say, it's still a possibility because it's just getting more and more juicy by the day. And so we are now sitting here January 29th. They have a few days to make it happen.
They do. Jimmy Butler has been recently suspended for the 3rd time. Indefinitely. So he will most likely never play for the Miami Heat ever again.
Essentially, they're waiting until they can finalize a trade for him.
Yeah.
They've even decreased like what they're willing to sell him for. So
He's
Jimmy
on sale.
Butler's on sale.
Discount!
And you can get him at a
11
discounted price.
discount!
So Jimmy Butler for the Miami Heat is obviously looking elsewhere. We've talked about on previous episodes. And it's pretty much now finalized that there will be, or they think there will be, some sort of 3-team trade between the Phoenix Suns, the Golden State Warriors, and the Miami Heat for Jimmy Butler and some other folks around.
I think that, I mean, obviously, we've stated previously that, okay, it's a little weird that Jimmy Butler is leaving the Heat and wants to go to the Phoenix Suns, who are not necessarily a contender at the moment.
Yeah,
Lots of basketball left to play.
Be?
Lots of basketball left to play.
Right.
At the moment right now, we are like 8th or something in the West. And Miami is probably around the same.
But neither is Golden State.
And that's the thing, too. But I think that he is realizing that he's coming to the end of his career.
Right.
And at the end of the day, if we're not... But hopefully, obviously, the goal is to compete for a championship. I think Devin Booker's just about had it. He wants a championship.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant obviously wants to prove that he doesn't need Steph Curry to get a ring.
Right.
He wants a championship. And the whole Bradley Beal thing not really
could be working out. Yeah.
If Jimmy Butler, I'm here for the vibes at this point.
Yeah.
Personally.
Same.
Personally, I'm here for the vibes.
I want him on the Suns.
If I'm Jimmy Butler, if you don't get a championship, at least you end your career. Not saying that he's retiring after
with the
year,
vibes,
but with Kevin Durant. Playing with Kevin Durant, I think, is probably a goal for a lot of players. Like, similar to playing with Tom Brady towards the end of his career.
Right.
It's like, holy shit, I'm playing with one of the greatest.
Right.
Same with LeBron. Like,
we said this last week that Jimmy Butler obviously has some sort of conversations or connections with Devin Booker and Kevin Durant for the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
And then probably Steph Curry for the Warriors. Like, these two teams wouldn't be considered in his position if he didn't want to go there and there's someone he doesn't want to play with.
Yeah.
So, end of day, we've talked about this a few times. Again, we're still on like a cliffhanger, but the deadline is February 6th for the trade in the NBA, and so we should know by then. But with him being suspended indefinitely, like, he's doing nothing for the Heat at this point, and we should see a trade done within the next, I would say, like 2 days.
yeah, I think the South Beach.
And like his first game with the Phoenix Suns is going to be on Saturday, February 1st versus the Trail Mix. And
how do we get him from South Beach to Portland immediately?
Girl, he's on his way. Because also, let's point this out, that the Phoenix Suns play the Trail Mix on Saturday, February 1st, as well as Monday, February 3rd. Because the Phoenix Suns have to play 2 away games in Portland, and they're like, there's no way in hell we're traveling up there 2 separate times.
No, we're doing it one trip.
So this is a 1-trip shot.
We are killing two birds with one stone.
No, they are staying the night in Oregon. So Ari and I are probably gonna go out with them on Saturday, obviously. And probably do brunch on Sunday.
No, we booked the hotel this morning.
Because they're staying at that hotel too.
Yeah, and I told my mom, hey, grab the executive suite up top. There's gonna be a lot of
So they're there,
people
and then we're going to brunch with them on
room.
Sunday. And then on they'll be there Sunday night and they play Monday. Because I get it. Like, if you don't have to travel to Portland multiple times, so we're not going to.
Yeah, we don't have to. No,
okay.
I get it. Kill
So,
two birds with one stone.
Other than that, in the NBA, biggest news of the week is that guard Isaiah Thomas, Seattle legend, former University of Washington Husky, has gone back and forth. That's crazy. In the NBA, has been a 2-time All-Star, I believe, or something. Anyways, been out of the game, but he just recently signed with the Utah Jazz G League affiliate team.
Yep.
Just trying to make his way back. He's only 36. I saw or
he
something.
Did this last year.
That's okay.
Didn't he? And he played for the Suns.
Oh, yeah, pops off though. Does his debut.
40 points or
40
something?
40 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 3-pointers, out there schooling the kids.
Isaiah Thomas to me is not social issue wise, but just strictly player wise.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah Thomas to me is like a Colin Kaepernick, where there's so much talent,
love and talent,
and teams love you, and I don't understand why I'm watching some bum ass I think it's on any roster.
I think it's hilarious.
Over Isaiah Thomas.
Right. Exactly. He has been sitting at home, obviously working out and stuff, whatever. Yeah. But I find it funny that the dude is 36, which y'all want to be that's too old.
LeBron is goddamn 40 years old.
But that's the point. He comes back, and granted, he's in the G League right now, not the NBA, but he's schooling them dudes, and that's the point.
I was like,
like,
couldn't
here's
you have been in the league this entire time?
Yeah, like, here's the veteran
understand.
energy. He comes in there for one game, drops 40.
I don't understand.
So he's
really
like, this is child's play.
I really don't. I don't understand why. What have we been doing? Like, why?
No, he's at home cooking.
Okay, Harrison Bucker. Like, the fuck?
No, that's crazy. Okay, more importantly than the NBA, which is crazy for me to say, WNBA is popping off.
They are.
Because they like to make noise in the offseason to try to get you interested in watching them in the regular season.
I respect.
Which is, like, minuscule.
I respect.
Attendance.
But the thing is like, when big times are traded, big timers, that, like, they've been there for their whole career and they're going somewhere new.
Facts.
I'm sat. If it's off season, mid season, start of season, end of season, I'm sat. I don't know what it is. Maybe because I'm loyal as fuck. Hello, I'm a Scorpio. I'm loyal to my soil. So when people switch up and go to another team, another city, I'm like, woo, baby.
Okay, first trade of what Ari's mentioning of switching up. Brittany Griner.
Let's go Phoenix.
Big old
PHX.
Okay, well, she's no longer on the Phoenix. Signed a 1-year deal. I think that's important because it's interesting. Yeah, she signed a 1-year deal with Atlanta Dream. So basically putting herself at free agency next year to kind of like even more evaluate where she wants to be. But Brittany Griner was a #1 overall pick in the 2013 draft by the Phoenix Mercury. She's been there for the last 10 years. She had a minor stint in prison and Russia.
Just a minor stint.
Bro, that's messed up.
No,
isn't it?
It's the truth. So
No, that's
what do you
the
mean
truth.
it's messed up? It's the truth.
Okay, yeah, she was pardoned, wasn't she?
She was quite literally detained in Russia, and we're like,
that
hello,
was crazy.
Bring back us our lesbian basketball player, please.
No, that was insane.
We need her. She's a dog, quite literally. Like, what? Come on, you don't. What the fuck? You guys don't need. I'm sorry, but y'all don't need her over there.
No,
we
but
need
that's
her on the
why.
court.
But that's why they took her though. Is because
they're like, we got a good one.
We're
you ain't taking no second stringer from like.
They said we can get something
the
for her.
Seattle Storm.
Okay,
but let's take the big old girl from Phoenix Mercury, the one that makes a difference on the court. Let's keep her.
So Brittany Griner will now be on the Atlanta Dream, which is like crazy because she has been a Mercury her whole career.
Yeah.
One question is, we want to know how long it's gonna take until she's in Quavo's next music video.
I just like, what are we doing in Atlanta? What are we doing?
Besides being, Quavo just had Luke Bryan or someone in his music video,
No,
so
didn't.
he's not like, oh yeah, he's got a new Georgia ways, back in my Georgia ways. Oh my God, you haven't heard that?
Sorry, I don't listen to Quavo on my daily.
No, he has like a country song with like Luke Bryan and Teddy Swims, you know, like
I
the
love that guy.
He's from Georgia though too, so he has them
I love
all
that guy.
like in there, and
He's
they're like,
good.
back in my Georgia, yeah, and they're in like a strip club. It's like funny. So, anyways, next music video, you'll see Brittany
Easily
Griner.
Brittany Griner's in that.
Okay, can I give like a little fun fact though?
Yeah, because you used to work for them.
So, God bless Brittany Griner. You know, nothing against her, but
No, nothing at all.
back when I used to work for the Phoenix Suns and Phoenix Mercury, I had the opportunity to meet her at a few events. At some like bars and like photo shoots, you know, we were doing. And like she was great. But like one thing that really like threw me off is that like Brittany Griner would just like change in front of you.
I do remember.
Like at like
I do remember you
at like
talking
the
about
photo
this.
shoot, which like when we were doing like the Phoenix Suns photo shoot, I was like, book, like do you. Like you can
absolutely.
switch jerseys now. I'm ready.
In fact, switch it again.
Switch it again. Oh my god. We gotta switch back to the
I like
black.
it the other one. Go back to the
Anyways,
other one.
Brittany Griner and the females, like it was like normal for them to like change, like either like in the other room or like or just like right there because they were like wearing sports bras, right?
The
like
last
every
time that
like
I did like a mass change altogether. Actually, that's a lie. It was a dancer. We did it all the time. But I'm thinking like sports vibe was like
Yeah.
PE in like 7th grade.
well, I like have done it in like softball, but you're wearing like sports bras, so you're like
Right.
unfazed. Like
Yeah.
it's like you still have something on. You're like wearing a bathing suit, and you're just like
Yeah.
switching jerseys. Well, like
And who gives
Brittany
a shit?
Griner like doesn't wear a sports bra.
Because there's no yitties.
There's no yitties. So like
There's just
I'm like
mosquito
sitting there
bites.
and I'm like everyone's like changing and then like she's changing and there's just like we're skin and I was like okay. Well, like love the confidence, like don't get me wrong, love the
Totally.
confidence, but like
Totally.
threw me off. Could I get a PSA? Like I didn't know what we were doing here.
I will say, like, over the last, like, 6 years, she is full on, like,
Could be in the
nailed.
NBA.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
it's
Which,
questionable.
don't get us wrong. I don't give a fucking shit what
No,
anyone does to their
no.
bodies or who they like, who they fuck, who they love. I don't give a rat's ass.
Never
I
have.
no business to care because anyone see my track record, for fuck's sake? I ain't got room to talk.
She doesn't.
So,
She doesn't.
Like, I don't care if you love who you love, and if you want to be a boy, then be a boy. If you want to be a girl, be a girl. I don't care. I really just don't care.
Okay. Where are you going with this?
But I will say, over the last 6 years, she's damn near a boy now.
Yeah.
She could be waxing boys in the NBA,
yeah, basically.
and I wish she would. I wish a bitch would,
Okay, so look for Brittany Griner, the next Quavo music video.
because she's with
Second-
that Atlanta dream.
Notable biggest trade, even another Washington tie, is Kelsey Plum, who was a University of Washington Husky. Remember?
She just had her UW jersey.
Yes, she just
Yeah.
had her jersey retired at UW, which is like crazy because like UW used to be good at basketball. Obviously, they're not anymore. But Seattle U just beat them, so it's like crazy. But
That's
Kelsey
exciting.
Plum was the #1 pick as well in the 2017 draft.
Yep.
She's been with the Aces, Las Vegas Aces, since. She was a part of the teams that won back-to-back championships in 2022, 2023. So this was like a big deal to get rid of her.
Super big deal because this also involves a
Okay,
legend
so-
of Seattle that we're losing as well.
Yeah, so Kelsey Plum goes to the Los Angeles Sparks. This was a 3-team deal. And then Jewel Lloyd
Mhm.
for the Seattle Storm goes to the Las Vegas Aces.
And then we get a.
Second round pick for the 2025 draft.
I think.
Or not second round, second overall pick.
Yeah.
For the
Number
2020
two.
number
we
two.
get the second pick.
Which Ari,
And another player as well.
yeah, another player that's already with us,
Yeah.
and then the second pick. But what is so interesting about this, first of all, Kelsey Plum's in a great position. Like, she's like, I went to Vegas, won 2 championships. Now she's
Yeah,
in.
and then got married to my Raiders player at the time, and then also got divorced
Within, like,
when he
5
went to New
minutes.
York. So let's get the fuck out of Vegas.
And then she's now playing at the Sparks with like Cameron Brink, and like their
Mhm.
lineup is insane. So they're probably in the championship this year. And you're like in LA, like she's fine.
Not mad about it.
What I'm more interested in is this Jewel Lloyd, being a part of that trade, because if y'all don't listen to Shaking Up the Game, Ari and I talked about the drama that was going on in the Seattle Storm world, where Jewel Lloyd was essentially accusing the coaches and some other players of like harassment.
A shitty environment.
Like
essentially.
shitty environment where the team was involved, yada yada, where it was kind of like Skylar Diggins and the team was against her, and that we anticipated if they were not signing with her that she would no longer be
She
on the
would
Seattle
not be
Storm,
playing for Seattle.
and now we are seeing that come to
Quite
fruition.
literally. Yeah.
So we're obviously
There was a stormer brewing.
no. So the Seattle Storm
And it
are
brewed.
signing with the coaches
And it
because
brewed.
like she's gone.
Yeah.
So gone.
I'm curious to potentially hear more and just like maybe dig a little more into the Seattle Storm, because Jewel Lloyd is an iconic player, been here forever,
No, I'm like sad to
And
lose her.
100%, and then to trade her after all of the not so great things said,
Like the accusations
Yes.
is crazy to me.
yeah,
Like
that's giving get rid of the whistleblower.
right. Like to
And
me
then
it's like
you're guilty then.
we're admitting
Yeah.
guilt.
Exactly.
which is interesting. So I think the
Yeah.
Seattle Storm are going to have more questions to answer
yeah.
after
Not a
that.
good look.
But that was probably the biggest 3-team deal
Yeah.
this off season, and that's kind of it for the
I think
WNBA at this
just
time.
the fact that like Kelsey Plum, a huge name
Yeah.
in the WNBA, Jewel Lloyd,
Yep.
huge name in the WNBA,
Brittany Griner.
Griner, huge name.
Yeah.
Like these were all
That's
like,
why I think it was
top 5, top 10 players,
Right.
And they all just went whoop, switch it the fuck
Right.
up.
I think the season's
And-
gonna be new.
Yes, and I will think because I feel like last year.
Uh-huh.
Going into the season, it was like like everyone was getting traded to the Liberty and the Aces.
Liberty and the
it
Aces.
was like
Yep.
it was like those two
Yep.
teams when it was just like, well, fuck everyone else, I guess. Then.
Right.
Because
Easily.
I mean, there's not as many teams as the NBA. I forget how
Yeah,
many teams
yeah,
are in the WNBA.
yeah.
But so it's a lot easier to pick dynasties or build dynasties, I guess I would say, because there's just not as many teams.
Mhm.
But for them, and Kelsey Plum was with the Aces, and it's just like all of these. Well, I mean, even
Right.
Breanna Stewart, like going to the Liberty, and like
Right.
all of these well-known names. And it seems more like bigger of a deal, I guess.
Totally.
In the WNBA
Totally.
because there are lesser teams,
Less
and so
teams, and it's like when these big players move, it's like now
oh
I'm
shit,
sat.
yeah, now I'm sad.
Yeah.
Like you're with the Mercury your entire 11 years or 10
Right.
or 11 years. It's like, and now you're on a new team. Like, whoa, okay, I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
Also, give me some tea.
Final T from the WNBA is like no need to fret because Caitlin Clark's stalker was arrested.
Bro, what the actual fuck?
When I tell you this is a 55-year-old Texas man, which from Texas makes sense.
I know
Like-
when he was talking about when he
y'all-
was in
He was in
the
court,
court.
and he walks into court, and the judge says something. He goes, "Guilty as charged."
He sat down in that chair and throws his head back. He goes, guilty as charged.
Can I tell you that I read more of
Lock
the
him up.
I read
Lock
more,
him up.
more of the report today. He was driving by Caitlin Clark's house 3 times a day, and he was like messaging her, being like, "Just drove by," like da da da. He got banned from the home games, and then would message her, being like, "But I can still come to your away games, right?" Like, da da da. Yeah, I know. I read more of it today, and I was like, sick.
So we're aware that we're banned and we're still
Oh yeah,
rocking
no,
with it?
he was like still popping.
Ew, that's disgusting.
I know. It's okay. And like
As
50,
a woman,
55 doesn't even seem like that old to me.
it's not.
Like I'm
It's
like,
really
wait,
not
that's
that
like
old.
kind of creepy.
No, I mean, obviously, as a woman, like that's gonna touch a certain spot in us because it's like
I would be freaking out.
absolutely, but also as a very, I mean, you were the face of the WNBA at this
Yeah,
point,
yeah.
and to think that like, I'm sure you have the utmost security at this point and all of that, and to still be threatened by a single man.
No, it's insane.
First of all, let all of that just sink
Sink
in.
in.
That a single man can put that much threat into a woman who probably has a lot of
Right.
security.
Right.
That is insane, though. Like, can we just have one thing?
No.
Can we just absolutely slay
No, the women
fucking
like
basketball?
are fucked at all time.
But no, we can't do all this without having some weirdo old.
Oh, he literally
schmuck.
said in court or in the report or whatever that he thought he was having an imaginary relationship with her. Is what he said.
Genuinely,
Dude,
like
Texas,
I know
y'all
I
need to
laugh,
figure it out.
No, I laughed that like a little delusional with the Mariners,
Yeah.
but like that's
No,
a
that's like
different
sick. Have
type
you
of
seen like
delusional.
the like things online where like the guy is like having a relationship with his car?
I did that. Did that? Just
I think
go
I
viral
sent
like
it
a
to
couple
you.
days ago?
Yeah, because I sent it to you.
He was like
also.
making out with
yeah.
the fucking bumper.
Yeah. Half the time when I see things like that, I just want you to have to see them too. So I'm like, it's like True
Well,
Life.
luckily, I think our
Do you remember
algorithms are the same.
Remember True Life?
Oh, sure do.
True Life would be insane.
Ew. Bro.
Anyways, that wraps up WNBA. Next week we'll be back with an off week of football, so it will be a lot of basketball based things, and hopefully
we
following
can do some fun Super Bowl bullshit.
predictions.
Yeah.
And hopefully recap y'all on our trip to see the Portland Trail Mix. And and we just want to give another shout out to the beautiful studio at AOP.
AOP. It is
Hosting
I'm-
Shaking Up the
I-
Game for
like
our
the vibes-
50th episode.
the
Well, I think the vibes
great.
are also insane because we're quite literally hearing the bar downstairs having live music
It's
night.
so fun.
But Aria and I have to like go do a photo shoot, which is like
yeah.
crazy for us. So like
Like your photos when we post them.
okay.
It felt cute. Might delete later.
No. Like we probably won't post them ever. You might not ever see them. Okay. XOXO.
XOXO.
Shakers.